Everything was going well. That's what makes it so confusing. You got closer. She let you in. The walls were coming down. And then, without warning, she pulled back. No fight, no reason you can point to, just distance. Where yesterday there was warmth. Suddenly she's harder to reach. Shorter replies. A coolness you can feel but can't name. And the strange part, the closer you were right before it happened, the colder it feels now. So you start second-guessing everything, replaying the last conversation, wondering what you did. Most men land on the same answer: rejection. Proof she was never really that into you. It's almost never that. Because a woman rarely pulls away when she feels nothing. She pulls away when she feels too much. Tonight, we go underneath it. What she's actually feeling, where the fear comes from, what she's silently testing, and what actually brings her back. Start with the timing, because the timing is never random. It doesn't happen when things are going badly. It happens right after they go well. After a night where you both opened up, a conversation that went deeper than usual, a moment where she let you see something real and you didn't flinch. That's the moment, not a mistake. The closeness itself. Think about the shape of it. For weeks, everything moved forward. She was warm, present, reaching toward you just as much as you reached toward her. And then the connection crossed a line. It stopped being light and started being something real, something she could lose. And the instant it became something she could lose, a part of her braced. The warmth didn't stop because she stopped caring. It got quiet because caring suddenly had a cost. This is the whiplash that confuses men most. Hot, then cold, with nothing obvious in between. But there was something in between. There was a moment of real intimacy. The intimacy is the trigger, not the mistake you're hunting for. So stop searching your own behavior for the error. Start looking at what closeness does to her. From the outside, pulling away looks like one thing. She cares less. From the inside, it's almost always the opposite. The distance isn't the absence of feeling. It's a defense against how much feeling there suddenly is. When she let you close, something shifted that she can't easily undo. She didn't just enjoy you. She started to need you a little. And needing someone means handing them the power to hurt you. That's the trade hidden inside every real connection. Closeness in exchange for exposure. Part of her ran the numbers on that trade, and part of her got scared. So she creates space, not because she wants less of you, but because the amount she already wants has started to frighten her. There's a quiet war going on that you never see. One side of her wants to fall all the way in, to stop guarding, to let someone else hold the weight for once. The other side is certain that this is exactly how she got hurt before. Pulling away is how she tries to survive both, to stay near you without going under. It's how she catches her breath, how she reminds herself she can still stand on her own. And hear what she rarely says out loud. She often feels guilty about it. She sees you trying. Part of her hates that she can't just relax and let it in. Because the women who pull away hardest are usually the ones who feel the deepest. They just learned, somewhere, that feeling that deeply is dangerous. So where does that fear actually come from? Almost always, from somewhere she has already lived through. Fear like this isn't imagined, it's remembered. Maybe there was a time she opened up completely, and it was used against her. a love that turned into loss, a person who saw all of her and left anyway. Maybe she was always the one who gave more and slowly learned that the one who cares most is the one who gets hurt most. Or maybe it goes further back to a home where needing someone meant being let down, where the people who were supposed to hold her taught her, without meaning to, that she was on her own. A child who learns that early doesn't stay soft and open. She adapts. She builds something to survive on, a quiet competence, and "I don't need anyone" that hardens into who she is. And that self-reliance worked. It carried her through things that would have broken people who leaned on others. It isn't weakness. It's armor she earned, one disappointment at a time. But here's the problem with armor. It can't tell the difference between an attack and an embrace. When you get close, you're not just a man she likes. You're a threat to the independence that kept her safe. Letting you all the way in would mean lowering the one defense that has never once betrayed her. So closeness and danger start to feel like the same thing. The exact thing she wants most, to be fully known and still chosen, is the thing that scares her most. And when that fear gets loud enough, she reaches for the move that has always kept her alive. She pulls back into herself. Now, here's the part almost every man misses. The retreat is not just a defense, it's a question. She won't ask it out loud. She may not even know she's asking it. But underneath the distance, something in her is testing the ground. What do you do when I become hard to reach? Not a conscious game, not manipulation. A nervous system checking whether this is safe before it lets go. And you answer that question with everything you do next. Do you panic? Do you push harder? Do you get angry or anxious or start pulling away to protect yourself too? Or do you stay warm, steady, unshaken, without chasing and without punishing? Because here's the thing. Everyone who hurt her failed this exact moment. They took the distance personally. Some chased. They smothered her, demanded reassurance, made her responsible for their panic, and the pressure pushed her further away. Others went cold to match her, withdrew their warmth to punish the withdrawal. And every one of those reactions taught her the same lesson. That closeness isn't safe, that people can't handle the real her, that she was right to keep the wall up. So watch what your reaction actually says to her. When you chase, you become pressure. And pressure is the exact thing she's trying to escape. When you go cold to punish her, you prove that love is conditional, that warmth disappears the moment she isn't perfect. Both confirm the fear. Both tell her the armor was right all along. But when you stay calm, when you give her room without taking away your warmth, something she has almost never felt happens. The evidence starts to contradict the story. For the first time, she pulled back, and the person didn't leave, didn't attack, didn't fall apart. Someone stayed steady while she wavered. So what actually brings her back? Almost never the thing your panic wants you to do. The instinct is to fix it, to chase her down, over-explain, demand to know what's wrong. But you can't reason someone out of a fear that logic didn't put there. You don't chase her out of the corner. You make the corner unnecessary. That starts with not taking the distance personally. Her wall is about her history, not your worth. The moment you stop reading her retreat as a verdict on you, you stop reacting from fear. And she can feel that shift. You stay consistent. The same man on the quiet days that you were on the close ones. You give her space without turning the space into punishment. Room to breathe, not a cold shoulder in return. You stay warm without demanding she match your warmth on your schedule. You don't interrogate her for an explanation she may not have words for yet. You let her come back on her own timing, so that returning feels like her choice, not your pull. You stop trying to get reassurance from her, and you start being a source of it. Because she isn't looking for the perfect words. She's watching whether your actions stay steady when she tests them. And every calm day you don't flinch, every time you prove that distance doesn't cost her your warmth, you become a little safer to trust. Slowly, because safety can only ever be shown, never promised, she stops bracing. The wall doesn't fall because you pushed it. It never comes down that way. It comes down because, for once, someone gave her a reason to believe she doesn't need it with him. So the next time she pulls away right as things get close, look again at what you're really seeing. Not a woman who feels too little. A woman who feels so much it frightened her. The distance was never about wanting you gone. It was the sound of someone standing at the edge of something real, deciding whether it's finally safe to want it. You can't argue her across that edge. You can only outlast the fear by quietly, patiently being the proof that it was wrong about you. Not every woman will make it across. Some walls were built too high, by hands that hurt too much. But the ones who do come back, don't come back because they were chased. They come back because they were shown something safe enough to trust. And to the woman who recognizes herself in all of this, hear this clearly. The wall kept you alive once. It doesn't have to guard you forever. The bravest thing you will ever do is not leaving before it can hurt. It's staying and letting yourself be known. This is Obscura. Clarity through darkness.